What do you get when you combine a passionate and veteran sports writer with a wife who is a casual observer? The answer? Married to the Game. This landmark sports talk radio show discusses sports from a married couple's perspective. Married to the Game with Rory and Lakita begins right now.
Baby. What's going on, good peoples? My name is Rory Sharrock.
And I'm Lakita Sharrock.
And this is Married to the Game.
Wow, this is episode 10.
I know, and we are so thankful for one more chance to do what we love to do.
We are grateful that we are able to do what we love to do every week.
Yeah, and it was all a dream. When I was a kid, I used to read a lot of stuff like Sports Illustrated and even, remember Word Up magazine?
Yeah, me too. Not Sports Illustrated though, but Word Up.
Now we're here with Married to the Game.
Yes, Married to the Game. You and I, me and you, doing the do.
And I used to vision about hosting a show like this. So when I was a kid, I'd practice recording myself. I'd let my tape rock until the tape popped. Now we're doing it like I thought we would, and it's all good. And this is what happens when you think big.
Yeah, and there's a lot of big things going on.
March Madness is off and running. Championship week, conference tournament time. And this weekend, Selection Sunday.
Now, you know I love baseball, and we're swinging for the fences with the World Baseball Classic.
That's big-time action on a global scale. We also take care of business right here in our backyard with a preview of the Georgia High School Association State Championship basketball games. The sky's the limit when you think big. The world is filled with great sports news, and we got a story to tell.
Right here on Married to the Game.
Juicy.
Here we go. Final 8 seconds. Can history be made for Bakersfield? Basil for the win. And he hit it! Oh. And Bakersfield goes to the tournament for the first time. For 3 in the win. Rebound. Johnson. Johnson has hit 2 enormous threes. This one's good if it goes.
Oh, dude! Oh, my goodness!
Cow!
Are you kidding me?
Needs a win for their NCAA tournament hopes.
Gotta go, Mike.
They're trying to get it here with Walton. Bielefeld slips. Walton. Chapman hoists the 3. Let's go, man! At the buzzer! Michigan wins! They have to look at it with zeros on the clock. But Cam Chapman hits a 3. He hit 7 all year.
Yeah, that was hot. Listen to some of those great highlights from last year's conference tournament games. From a sports standpoint, few things rival the joy of March Madness. Buzzer beaters.
Check.
Upsets.
Check.
Busted brackets. Mm-hmm. You need to join the club and get down with all of us watching it.
Nah, I don't think so.
I mean, this is conference tournament time, championship week. These games are being played at neutral sites all across the country. And the champs, they get an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Now, you watched some of these tournament games with me last weekend and early this week. What'd you think?
It was okay. It's still not my cup of tea, but you know, I'm a work in progress. So
Yes.
bear with me. But, I gotta say, since we're talking about basketball, I am a Spurs fan.
But this is March Madness, college hoops.
I feel you, but when am I again? I am a Spurs fan. So it's kind of, it's kind of hard to get revved up about some college basketball when you got what Tim Duncan used to do on your mind and I know he's retired. I get it, but still Spurs.
Okay.
Still Spurs. Still Spurs.
Okay, he had a good college run in the tournament. Just to give you a little tidbit,
look how you brought that
going
back.
to Wake
Look
Forest
how you
back in the
brought
day.
that back.
There's some great games going on this week. And then the big day, Selection Sunday.
What is that?
Now, that's the day
talk to me.
when the committee gets together and puts together the entire field for the NCAA tournament. 68 teams. Starts out with the first 4, then it moves on, and then you have the big bracket. And it's survive and advance.
Gotcha.
Single elimination all the way up to the final 4.
So instead of Super Bowl Sunday, you got Selection Sunday.
Selection Sunday.
Gotcha.
March Madness college basketball tournament is so huge and has such a force on the country. There's a report by the AP from an outplacement firm called Challenger Gray and Christmas, and they stated 23.7 million workers will spend at least an hour during the workday doing research on their brackets.
What?
And employers stand to lose $615 million per hour in lost wages due to distracted workers. Well, add me into that group. I'm watching live streams on the phone and the computer.
You know what? You'll be added into the group that will all of you guys will be looking for another job. I'm a boss, and you want to use my company time for some oh my goodness.
Quiet as kept. A lot of bosses are there filling out their brackets and watching live videos as well, too.
Really? So this fan stuff gets deep, I see.
I said you need to join the club. I'm always doing multiple brackets online, so step your game up. Join the March Madness Club.
You are always filling out some brackets here and there. Yeah, you're right.
And so you're going to be trying to do some brackets.
I'm not going to necessarily say I'll be doing some brackets, but I'll be doing a little something. Just off of GP, just for fun,
Well, then just one. I mean, it's not like you can just say, okay, I'm going to pick one game and leave it at that. It's either all or nothing. So you got to dive in head first. Do one.
I don't know. Right now, I'm still in Spurs heaven. That's all. I know it's college basketball, but I'm all about the Spurs.
Well, it's March, and college basketball reigns supreme this month, and we are among the sport's royal subjects. We'll be talking about the tournament all the way to Phoenix, site of the 2017 Men's Final Four.
3-2 delivery. And that's going to be a base hit, and Team USA is on the board. Maurer will score. Stanton gets his first RBI of the Classic to make it a 4-1 ball game. Ground ball. Tough play. Gobbled up. Oh, my. Off the bag. Leonard coming. Puerto Rico leads. 4-3. The defense has let down Italy again.
Koji Yamamoto excited to get to San Francisco. That's a fair ball. That'll do some damage. Itoi will score. Nakata will score. Right behind him, Takanaka scores. Just like that, Japan has built a 5-1 lead.
Rodney, the 2-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. Mission accomplished. The Dominican Republic, the World Baseball Classic champions.
The World Baseball Classic is back on the scene.
Yes, and since baseball is no longer in the Olympics, the World Baseball Classic serves as the sport's mass international competition. But just like the Olympics, it's played every 4 years. I don't know if you know this, but the Dominican Republic, beautiful island, but it's a hotbed for baseball stars.
Well, I didn't know that.
And they want nothing more than to repeat as champs. Won't be easy, though. Now, the format for the World Baseball Classic is broken into 4 pools. Pool A, Chinese Taipei, Israel, Korea, and the Netherlands.
Pool B, Australia, China, Cuba, and the 2-time champions, Japan. Pool C, Canada, Colombia, the Dominican Republic, and the United States of America.
Then in Pool D, Italy, Mexico, Puerto Rico, and Venezuela.
I will watch some of this. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm pulling for Team USA.
Me too.
But I love to visit Italy one day, so I hope they do well too.
Well, if we're having a side interest based on places we want to visit, I'll go with Puerto Rico because I would love to visit there one day.
All right. Now, there's a lot of major leaguers in this tournament.
Of course. Now, the United States is loaded with major leaguers, but on the international teams, some of the stars to look out for: Ryan Dempster and Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman from here in the Braves.
All right.
That's Team Canada. Robinson Cano, Nelson Cruz, and Manny Machado, they're on the Dominican Republic. Julio Teheran, Donovan Solano on Colombia, and Carlos Beltran, Yadier Molina, and Francisco Lindor on Puerto Rico, just to name a few that's going to be competing in this tournament.
Really? You just named a few? Seem like quite a bit.
Well, it's a big tournament, and it's running. It already started on the 6th, and it runs through March 22nd. The championship round takes place out in Cali on the West Coast, West Side.
All right.
At Dodger Stadium, and that's going to take place March 20th through the 22nd. Now, of course, like we were saying, we'd like to see Team USA win.
Of course.
You got a real prediction? You want to throw it out there?
Team USA. Team USA. Come on, everybody. Team USA. You just going to leave me out there?
Team USA.
All right. Come on.
But I think I don't think we got enough. I'm going to roll with Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico has a loaded team, and I think they'll play the Dominican Republic again in a rematch of the championship. Well, as you can tell, we're all excited about the World Baseball Classic. And when it's all said and done, we'll see whose prediction comes to fruition.
Now, we normally discuss national news, but it's also important for us to take care of business in our own backyard. We're here in Atlanta.
That's right, the ATL, Dirty. So let's kick in the door with some high school hoops and preview this week's state championship games. Now, these youngsters got some serious hops.
That they do.
And a wicked jump shot.
Here's a breakdown of all the GHSA title games for the boys and girls.
It all goes down March 8th through the 11th with games being played up in Athens at the University of Georgia and right here in Atlanta at Georgia Tech. So here's the slate of games for March 8th.
Class A public girls, Telfair County versus Pelham, UGA, 2 p.m.
Then at 4 o'clock, it's Wilkinson County taking on Calhoun County in the Class A boys public action. That's also at UGA.
Class 5A girls will be rocking the house, Southwest DeKalb versus Beaufort at 6 p.m.
Then in the nightcap, Cedar Shoals taking on Beaufort in the 5A title game. Beaufort going for the double dip sweep with the girls and boys winning the state championship. All right, then Thursday, March 9th.
Class 3A girls will be kicking it out. Beach High School versus Johnson Savannah at UGA, 2 p.m.
The 4 o'clock clash features Pace Academy versus Morgan County in the 3A title game.
Class 6A boys will be rocking it out. Brunswick versus Langston Hughes, which is right around the corner from us.
That's right.
At 8 p.m.
Then at 6 o'clock, it's Harrison taking on Mays High School with the 6A girls state title up for grabs.
Class 6A boys will be closing it out. Brunswick versus Langston Hughes at 8 p.m.
The Class A girls on the private side, Holy Innocents versus Wesleyan, March 10th, 2 o'clock, Georgia Tech.
Class A private boys, Green Forest versus Southwest Atlanta Christian.
Now, you know Southwest Atlanta Christian is Dwight Howard's old school. Dwight Howard for the Atlanta Hawks.
Wow, I did know that. Well, maybe he'll check them out at 4 o'clock.
If he's got some downtime, he can just make the drive on over to
Sure
Tech.
could.
Root on his alma mater. The 6 p.m. game is a battle of